Steve, I've got to start with what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we're going to have to look at closely. Obviously, played so well first half and more than good for the lead, complete control of the game, and looked like a really good team. Great atmosphere. Everybody together, and half time was very much about keeping going. Some tactical things we need to talk about, but it was a very focused half time about the intent of keeping going, and then obviously that it couldn't have been any further away from how we were the second half. And the first goal, in terms of how we've turned it over, and then how we've reacted on the transition to the goal from 30 yards going in, has really then set a bit of a negative tone then throughout the second half. And second goal's a set piece, which we should do better at, and I will always look at ourselves first. But it was slightly unfortunate Yates is off the pitch, because that's his area, and he had a knock before it, as you saw, and then the third goal from Scott's obviously a mistake, which is probably the first mistake he's made since I've been here, and it's cost us today. But for me though, I'm more focused on the performance really, and how things changed and how they changed so quickly, rather than just focusing on the goals, because the goals were a consequence of how we played second half. And there's nothing good about today. There's nothing good about conceding 3 goals at home second half, being 2-0 up. There's however you want to talk about it, there's nothing good about the situation that we put ourselves in today, and we've got to accept that.
So unlike Forest, especially here, when you got yourselves a 2-0 lead, was it almost a case of thinking maybe it was job done at half time?
Well, no, I don't think so, Cobb, because of the way the focus was in the half time. I mean, it may look like that, obviously, with how we played in the second half, but like I said, it was a very focused and half time full of intent, and I just think like they've changed shape. And I didn't think that causes too many issues tactically. Christie was dropping off a little bit more. It was just I think the first goal just was a momentum changer, and we've not managed that well enough.
And I mean, you're absolutely right to mention Ryan Yates being off for the second goal from that corner, because he heads a lot of those out, doesn't he?
Yeah, but listen, by the way, they've still had the first contact and they've picked up the second one as well. So let's not look for a massive excuse with Yates. Unfortunate, yeah, but we still should do better. There's no doubt about that with first and second contacts, and I like to think we pride ourselves on stuff like that. So there's no way of looking at that second half without saying that it wasn't good enough.
Yeah. And I'm sure Scott is absolutely mortified, isn't he? Like you say, he's won this club a lot of points. He'll be absolutely devastated today.
Yeah, well, all the boys are, me included, and I think everybody is with how the second half unfolded. But Scott's been brilliant for us, and will continue to be a really important player for us. And as poor as it is that them things can happen, I've got to focus on why the second half went as it did, because we can't do that, certainly at this level.
I guess today hurts more than what happened on Wednesday, doesn't it? Because Wednesday, you're up against a completely different proposition.
Well, they all hurt, but in the end, since I've been here and we've been here, things have gone really well, and it's one thing managing a club that's gone really well. What's really important to me is I can manage a club that might go through some sticky periods as well, because that's what a proper manager does, and I want to become that. So I'll be looking at myself this week as well, and what's gone on this week as well, and aim to do better. It starts with me.
Bit of a challenge for you this week on a personal level, then, for next week. I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's football management is about highs and lows, and good moments and difficult moments. And we've had a difficult week. Let's not hide away from that. But for me now, I need to show everybody, most importantly the supporters, that I can manage this club. After a difficult week. It's easy to manage it after a good week, and that's important to me.
Thank you for joining us, Steve.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thanks.
Thank you.